Alright, so here's the plan for today. Everything's set up. I'm running out of time here. I already made these scallops for the front legs, but they didn't come out perfectly symmetrical, so I need to remake them. I'll show you my idea for that right now. And then I got to sculpt a gas tank today and an oil tank, so I can start getting an idea on everything. I already drew up what I want, but this is just that foam board from Hobby Lobby. I siliconed it all together. But for the scallops, this is the idea I'm thinking, so I can get them all perfectly symmetrical. Here's my template, just a little poster board. But I'm going to cut out these gridded panels here. I'll need 4 of them. But I'm going to cut these grids out, then I'm going to weld them all together so they hold square. And then I'm going to cut them all at the same time on the bandsaw. And then for this hole here, I'm going to run it through with a hole saw. So that's the plan. We'll see how it works out. Alright, here's my 4 pieces. It's all 16 gauge mild, but plenty strong to sit on the front and just look good. So I'm going to tack them all together. I'll take them over to my neighbor's shop real quick and cut them on a bandsaw so we can get all the same cuts on each one. So here we got our 4 pieces. I cut all of them at the same time. They're all identical. The only thing I have to do is, this is the closest hole saw to this, so I have to bore it just a little bit on each one there. But those are done, pretty much done. And where'd it go? Here it is. I got a little piece of 1/4 inch round stock, just solid. And I'm going to take this and bend it to match the radius on these, so I'll have something to join them to in the center of the frame. So I'll take that over in the lathe. I'm going to clean it up and we'll get to putting this back together. So here's the 2 support pieces. Took these and bead blasted them too, so they're nice and clean when I start welding them here. But I'm going to take both these, cut 45s on them. I'll weld these on the frame first. Then we'll put these around it and have them join into it. Well, I got them tacked on. Camera died. That was just a massive pain. Every time I say I'm not doing these, it's just like doing Bondo. I hate Bondo and everything. I always have to do Bondo. But these are the worst. These will drive you to drink right here. I don't even know if I like them or not. But I got them tacked on there. Not finished welded, so if I want I can still pull them off. What I'm going to do right now is make my tank and the oil tank. So the tank I have, or that I want to run on here, I want it just flush with this bottom rail. So I'm going to take a piece of 1 7/8" tubing, or 1 3/4 I can use too, and I'm going to just dig it right into this, just the height, so I can get the tunnel, and then I'll hold it on there somehow and we'll start shaping.
Something at the side of me. It's something that I can't
Well, this is as far as I'm going to make it tonight. It's starting to take some sort of shape. I should have showed you guys all the pictures that I drew before I started doing this. I'm going to have to take a bunch more off here. I want it real swoopy, so I'll have to cut down into here. But got a rough shape. I'm going to do the oil tank tomorrow too. Yeah, it's way too wide too. I like little tanks. This is too large. But yeah, I'm gonna leave my mess since I'm just gonna do the same thing in the morning and come back and try it then. Well, this is as far as I'm taking it on the tank. It's pretty shaped. I wanted that swoop. You can see the uphill swoop on it. I might go a tad lower on it, but I need to put a front end on it first and kind of see what I'm working with. Nice and skinny. See how small it is from the back. I don't really care about how much gas it'll hold. This is more of a look spike than anything. But yeah, so that's as far as I'm going on that. I'm worried about taking too much material and then having to do another one. So I am gonna start doing the oil tank. Here's my little block for the oil tank. And this, I'm gonna do like a scallop design in it. That'll be inset into the actual oil tank. So I'm gonna start shaping that thing. I'm gonna put it on top of a stock oil tank and get a rough idea on size-wise, and then start cutting. Just did a quick cleanup, died during the oil tank, but this isn't exactly what I want. It's just, I don't know, it's just literally all these pieces are just to show what I'm planning on doing. That oil tank looks like crap to me, but you can see how it's just scalloped, everything's inset all the way around it. I'm gonna spray these black real quick because this green looks stupid, and then I'm gonna start putting a roller together. I've got a stock length Springer here, and 21 I'm gonna put on it, and we'll see how it looks. I think I'm gonna need like a 2/over Springer for this, but I want it slammed, so if it fits with a stock length, I'm gonna do it. This is as far as I'm gonna make it tonight. Just wanted to do a rough mock-up with this thing. It's gonna be super slammed. It's almost too much. It's gonna be hard to ride this thing. Oil tank fits well. I decided to do an inset little teardrop like that on the gas tank. And I screwed up. I should have done the gas tank down here because it's way too small. Should have left it bigger. So that was a $50 mistake right there in my foam. But besides that, it looks pretty cool. It'll be just a stumpy little short bike. I've been doing so many choppers lately. It'll be nice to do something that's short and compact. Went back to the foam store today and they were out of the foam, so I can't cut a new tank. So it looks like this is as far as I'm going to get with the deadline. But yeah, I dropped a motor in it. You can kind of just get a rough idea of the bike. Once I cut a new tank, it'll look a lot better, but you can see it's just going to be a slam, just super tough looking thing. Invader on the front and rear though. This is just what I have in the shop right now, so I threw it on. I'll post a picture maybe of one of the drawings I did on how I want the bike to turn out at the end of this. Yeah, so that's gonna be it. We'll put the entry in and see what happens.